me tell you how you look at love. You look at love like, if I love you, I have to keep you. Let me tell you how to look at love. You notice that when you love, have you ever loved before? Has anybody ever loved? Has anyone ever loved for any reason? Loved a husband or a wife, a spouse, a partner, a cat, a dog, a child, a baby? Have you ever been in love with a baby, a child, a person, a dog, a cat? Has anyone ever actually loved for real? Good morning. And you realize as you loved, right? As you loved, how was your experience while you are loved? How was your experience while you are loving? So as you are loving, as you are literally loving, you giving, and you're thinking about this person, and the thought that you're experiencing, and the experience that you are having within yourself, and the pleasures of feeling this way, and the frequency as you elevate this way. Who else can experience that? Do you think the person that you love or what you are loving is experiencing that? Do you think that the object that you are loving is experiencing that? You think that's their experience or that's yours? Do you think, who you think is experiencing that feeling, that frequency, that happiness, that joy, that beautiful expression? Who do you think is experiencing it? It's just you. You are the one who actually loves. So in all reality, do you really love people, or do you love the way how you experience life? You love the way how you feel. You love how you feel. You love how you see. You love your pleasures. You love your pleasant emotions. You love your mind. You love your thoughts. Love is all about you, people. It's all about you. You're the one experiencing it. I don't care how much you love me. I will never experience it like how you experience it. And when I love you back, I'm experiencing my love to you. It's not that I'm experiencing you. I'm experiencing my love to you. People, you have to stop being afraid to love. It's not that you love somebody so much that if they're gone, you can't live. Hey, Maxwell, what's up, man? Many of us think that you love somebody so much that if they are no longer there, I'm going to die. It's your freaking love that you are talking about. Well, that don't make no damn sense. And you see how immature we think? You see how sick we feel? Exactly, Astros, for real. You see how sick that is to think that it was them all this time, but it's only when you give love. You know, have you ever give a stranger or a homeless person something, some money or some food from your heart? How did you feel afterwards? Didn't you feel great? Do you think that you felt how the person that you gave to felt? Do you think, who do you think felt better? The person that you give to or you who gave? I promise you, hey Empress, I promise you, the person that you gave to don't feel as good as you feel when you gave. Same thing about love. It's something about love that when you are able to conjure it up and to express it and to experience it within yourself and to feel it, it benefits you more than it benefits them. It benefits you a lot more. It's not because you love them, it's because you love the experience of love. The experience of love feels amazing. You're afraid to lose people, but you should be afraid to lose love. It's a superpower, but many of us are so afraid. Oh, I'm not loving. How can you love the wrong person when you are the one experiencing the freaking love within you? How can you love the wrong person when you are the one who is actually experiencing it? When you are the one feeling good? When you are the one increasing your frequency? When you are the one whose pleasure is feeling remarkable? Your experience of life changes. Your perception of life change. Your senses change. Your healing change. Your heartbeat change. Your breathing change. Everything change. How is it possible that it's not you doing it? It's you. Talking about you loving the wrong. How can you love the wrong person when you are the one experiencing your love? Listen. It doesn't matter who you love. Nobody deserves your love more than you do. Nobody deserves your love more than you do. Hey, Jesse, nobody could experience your love like you do. Nobody knows your love. Nobody, listen, how many of us been hurt? Because I think love have returned. Facts. How many of us been hurt? Has anybody been hurt? Has anybody been hurt here? Anybody? What's up, John Blake? I'm telling you, I've been hurt. And if a person hurts you, or if you know somebody has been hurt, and we all have been hurt, but who do you think understands your hurt more than you? Nobody understands your hurt more than you do. Only, even the person who hurt you cannot understand what you're experiencing. A person takes a knife and cuts you. They don't know what your pain is. They can't have no idea what their pain is. So when it comes to love, nobody could experience the love that you have more than you do. Nobody. I don't care who you give it to. It's impossible for anyone else to experience your love like you do. So what am I saying? It's your experience. It's your expression. It's your power. It's your gift. The ability to love is actually a gift that you have. It's not a gift that you give. It's a gift that you have. It's the ability to actually love. Many of you, again, how can you love the wrong person? It's impossible. What's up, John Blake? It's impossible to love the wrong person because you are the one. What's up, Focus Beat? You are the one who is experiencing it. You are the one whose skin is glowing. You are the one who feels better. You are the ones who ain't sick no more. You are the one who walk with your head up. You are the one who nobody could piss off. You are the one that tells people, listen, I know you're mad at me, but you'll be all right. You're the one who experienced your love. And you think it's them. You think that it's benefiting them. You think your love is benefiting them. What's the positive speaking? How we doing? So all this time, we're being there. I don't want to love. I don't want to fall in love. Falling in love is scary. When falling in love only benefits you. Falling in love don't benefit nobody but you. And if a person don't love themselves, you loving them don't mean a damn thing. You loving them. What's up, Aisha? You loving them don't mean a damn thing. If a person don't recognize love, don't have love, don't experience love within, you loving them, all they are doing is just living. They don't touch it. They can't feel it. They can't experience it. Only you are. So therefore, love is for you. Love is only for you. Some of you all, I'm telling you, some of you all are scared to love. Because you think if you love the wrong person, oh man, how can I love? He abused me, she disrespected me. I don't care what to do. Now, however, love and being with somebody is not the same. You can love people from way off. You can love them like how you love Jesus. From 10,000 million miles away, like my daughter said, 10,000 million 102 miles away. But you still love Jesus, right? Still love God. You still love God. You say, I love Jesus, I love God. And God is 100,000,000 miles away, and you still love him. But yet when it comes to a human, because you love them, you want them right next to you. What sense that makes? What sense that makes? Hey, Coleman, that don't make no sense, right? Doesn't make sense. If you can love a being that you have never seen, touched, heard, experienced personally, that you call God, from 10,000, 100,000,000 miles away, then you can love the person who is 100 miles away too. You can love a person who is 10 miles away. You don't need a person to love them. You don't need to be with a person to love them. As a matter of fact, the more you love somebody for no damn reason, is the better it is that you feel. I don't know why you all fight. I'm trying to fight loving him. What? That's stupid. Hey, Aisha, that's very stupid. Never stop loving people. Never stop loving. Never stop love. Never stop love. You're wasting your time. Hey, Annie Brown, because you know how it is to stop loving? Because a lot of times when we stop loving, you know what we do? We try our best to hate them. Many of us could try to stop loving people by trying to hate them, by trying to judge them and find faults with them, by trying to stop accepting them, by trying to be angry at them, by trying to not forgive them. That's what you do. Lack of self-love when it comes to humans. Facts. Hey, Tommy, if you want to stop, if you have to hate somebody to not love them, you're wasting your time. You're dropping your frequency. If you're trying to judge somebody and resent somebody and not forgive them to not love them, you are punishing yourself. Because the experience of love is what makes you feel good. The experience have you ever felt guilt? Have you ever felt resentment or anger? Does that feel good to you? Does that feel good to feel resentment? Like, have you ever resented somebody? No, we all have. Hey, Nina, we all have resentment sometime in our life. We all resented somebody. Somebody who hurt our feelings, somebody who left us, somebody who divorced us, somebody who disrespect. We all had a resentment. But how did that resentment experience? How was the experience within your body? How did your spirit feel? How did your mind feel with it? How was your expression of life? What's up, Faye? How was your expression of life? I bet it was terrible. Your body even felt drained. That's what you want to carry? So you want to stop the beautiful expression of love to hate somebody? Fighting against your nature never works. It never works. It never works at all. So I'm telling you all, it's not people that you love. It's the experience of love that you're addicted to. And when the experience is gone, you think it's because of the person who you are given that love takes it. That person can't take your love. It's not. They can't take your experience. It's like saying, you take my memory. Nobody could take your memory. It's your memory. No, nobody could take your experience. It's your experience. Just like how they can't take your past because it's your past. So they can't take your love either because it's not their love. They have their own shit to carry. They have their own love. So listen, man, listen. My only freaking message to people on TikTok and everywhere else, to people in this world, my message is this. Stop being a coward. Hey, Tink, how you doing? Thank you, Jam. Stop being a coward talking about you don't want to love. Like there's anything better. Stop being a coward. I'm telling you, stop being a coward. Hey, Shy69, stop being a coward talking about you can't love again. I will never love again. I don't want to love again. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this really honestly. Right? John Blake, I'm going to say this straight up. Don't take me wrong. But that's a foolish talk. That's foolish. Nobody could experience your love like you do. Have you ever loved somebody, man? Do you remember when you was in love? You remember when you was in love, how you felt? Seriously, you remember when you was in love, how you felt? Boy, you was walking on cloud 9. See, but the world that we live in, everybody's afraid. And fear and love just don't come together that peacefully. Fear and love don't coexist. So people rather fear. See, the world that we live in is teaching people. Hey, Miss Whitney, the world that we live in is teaching people love is poison. Love is hard. It's hard to love. The world that you are living in, everybody coming on social media, preaching this garbage to you, telling you love is not a good thing. That voice. All right, Tink. Cool. I'm here. Walking on. I'm telling you, man, Faye. I'm telling you, the world that we live in, people making you feel like being toxic is good. Let me tell you this. If you can't love, you're toxic. Because you know what? Love is the cleanser of toxicity. That's what love is. And if you don't carry love just because, then you have a bunch of other things inside of you. A bunch of crap, a bunch of dirt, a bunch of garbage just working on you. If you can't love for no reason, then you will find reason to hate. If you can't love for no reason, you will find reasons to be resentful. If you can't love for no reason, you will find reason to be angry. You will find reasons to be upset, to be grouchy, and to judge. Hey, Aisha, how you doing? I'm telling you all this as a man, as a person who have evolved so much, a person who have understood so much about myself. When you fall in love, it's about a person providing a space where you are experience all of God's creation. When you have that person in your life that provides a space and give you a reason to love, not that you need one, but some of us depend on people. Hey, Candace, some of us depend on people. Candace, that's you? You look different. How are you doing? Some of us depend on people to experience what we should have within ourselves. Listen, man. Sometimes the truth is, find somebody to love. Spiritual angel, what's good? It's called, okay, I got you, Candace. I ain't seen you in a long time. I hope you're good. Listen, thank you, Nina. Find somebody to love, just so that you can increase. You all, I don't want to love. You all, look at, you all running from people. We are running from people to love. Ain't that something? You're running from people to elevate yourself. You are running from people so that you won't elevate yourself. Ain't that something though? So you are trying your best not to fall in love because you think love is what hurts you. People, I'm telling you today, if you're not in love right now, get in it. Get in it. If you need somebody to bring your love frequency up, find somebody to do it. Get your neighbors to do it. Talk to your neighbor. Experience your neighbor. Experience people outside of you. Talk to people. Get your love up. Because I promise you, who will accept what you have already for. Yes! Find somebody to love and start with you. Yes, man, John Blake, facts. Find somebody to love, but start with you. Even better, find somebody to love, but start with you. Listen, I promise you, when you start to experience love, man, it's hard to live again. Man, listen, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But let me tell you this right here. Let me tell you. The glow that you have, and you know what though? Being a widow and, losing somebody will make you, sometimes it confuses us and say love is the reason why we struggle. No, it's not love why you struggle. Because when it comes to love, there's sacrifices that love will bring. There's sacrifices that must be there. There's sacrifices. There's acceptance. There's acceptance of life. When you lose somebody, you feel like a part of you is missing because a part of you have accepted somebody so much that there's a separation between you and them. But sometimes you have to realize that it's still you. And you are right there. You are right there. You was always there and you was always right there, but you was entangled in it. And it's not a bad thing to be entangled. Be entangled all you want. But understand, it's not love that hurts. Love helps you. Love increases you. Now, some people say, I see this right here. No, it's not me. It's somebody on the comment, Nina. Somebody said, I need to start loving myself again. I don't know what's stopping people from loving themselves. Like, what do you think is wrong with you? Like, what is stopping us from loving ourselves? What do you think? Like, what do you think that you should be? Who do you think you are? Who do you think that you should be? Who deserves your love more than you? Like, what do you think you should be? A different complexion? A different size? A different job? Different words? Different experiences? Do it. If you experience whatever you want to experience, but that shouldn't stop you from loving yourself. Oh, thank you, Miss Whitney. I'm serious. Like, who do you think that you should be? I'm trying to love myself. What's stopping you from loving yourself? There's nothing stopping you besides your own negative and hurtful mind. And when you don't love yourself, it's so hard to love people. And it's so hard. You know what? When you don't love yourself, man, you will not even believe if I say I loved you. When you don't love yourself, you won't even believe I love you. Because you know why? You will always find fault. See, the problem is you find so much faults within yourself. Hey, Zubia, how you doing? You find so much faults within yourself. You find so much faults because you're looking for all the problems. You're looking for all the insecurities, but you're not looking for the beauty part of you. You're not looking for the amazing part. You're not looking for your strength. You're not looking for the ability to come back from nowhere and still be living life. You are missing all the beautiful parts. Listen, if you look for ugly, you'll find ugly. If you look for ugly, you'll find ugly. And it doesn't even matter what work you got. There's no work that you got to do to yourself. There's no work. I promise you. It sounds good. People say this all the time. I got to work on myself. But the truth is, as bad and as crazy as this may sound, right? As crazy as this may sound, right? Check this out. There's no work to be done in yourself. All the work is already done. You have done so much already. And that's why you don't like it. Stop working. Pull over to the side. Take a break. Sit your ass down and be quiet. That's the only work that needs to be done sometimes. Stop working. See, work creates a negative connotation, a negative mindset. Because nobody wants to go work. Nobody wants to work. So when you hear I'm working on myself, it doesn't work. It's negative. It does not work. Working on myself is not true. There's no such thing as working on yourself. Because it got you right here, right now, and you don't like to be here. Stop with that work. You don't have to work on yourself. What you have to do is stop. Because the work that you have done has effed you up. The work that you have done is screwed you up. So sit still and let the karma work itself off. Let the karma work itself off. Sit your ass down. And for some reason, another secret is this right here. Let me tell you another secret. There's something that love does that people don't understand. When you ain't have it, when you don't have it, when you have filled up yourself with judgment, insecurities, anger, always some foolish crap in your mind, always taking somebody's narrative and put it in your mind and as yours, I'm not good enough, I'm not beautiful enough, I'm too fat, I'm too lazy. You are using somebody else's narrative. Because that's the shit that you listen to. Because Ain't no way that you can listen to I am peace, I am love, I am enough, I am good, I am beautiful, and still don't love yourself. So what you are listening to is some other fool's narrative. Some other fool's narrative. And even though you don't like them, you don't respect them, you don't love them, but you're still using their shit. You are still using their stupid, low, disgusting narrative. And now it's affecting you, and you talking about, I'm working on myself. There's nothing to work on. And I'm not talking about you specifically. There's nothing to work on. What you gotta do is sit still, work that shit off by sitting still. You work it off by remaining still. And when the thought comes to you, don't believe it. Don't believe it. Just sit still. Just sit still, because you believe in a lie. That's the kind of work that you think that you're going to do to yourself. Hey, brother, that's the kind of work that you think that you're going to do, because you believe in a lie. Because you begin to say, I'm not good enough. You believe in somebody else's narrative. You have listened to somebody for too long. Somebody have told you how ugly you are. And it's hard to love you. You know, sometimes you believe that you are hard to love. Whenever you believe that you are hard to love, it's time to take a break. Sit down. Sit down on the back. Anytime you believe that you are hard to love, sit down. Sit down on the back. Because it's not true. The truth is, you're not hard to love. Nobody is hard to love. People just don't love themselves. People don't love themselves, and they create ruckus in their own minds. They create ruckus in their behaviors and their action. And now they are proving to themselves that it's hard to love me. Because now when I begin to be loud, disrespectful, angry, judging, and all them stuff, now I'm making it a fact that that's why you don't love me, because I know I'm hard to love. You ever heard people say, I'm hard to love? You ever heard people, I'm hard to love? Why? Because now you are creating that narrative in your mind. Because some fool told you that. Now you are creating it in your mind, so that now you are displaying it. You're just projecting it. You're projecting your own thoughts out there and proving yourself right. It's because you are hard to love on yourself. The truth is, there's nothing wrong with you. The truth is, there's no work that needs to be done on you. The truth is, you are perfectly fine. The truth is, if you carry insecurities, this is the truth right here. If you carry insecurities and judgment and misery and sadness and all this damn guilt, let me tell you the problem. If you don't carry love, if you don't pick up love along the way, those things are going to stay right there. Hey, Jamila, those things will stay right there. The thing about it is that you don't need to work on yourself. You need to find no reason at all but to love yourself. Because when you start to say, you know what, let me love myself just like this. Let me love myself. Oh my God, I am beautiful. See, sometimes to love yourself is to, I am beautiful. I am so intelligent. I am so wise. And as you begin to say these things and you begin to hear them, if nobody telling you these things, tell yourself. If nobody's saying it to you, say it to yourself. If nobody repeating it to you, repeat it to yourself. Ain't nobody taking you out, take yourself out. Ain't nobody feeding you love and happiness, feed yourself. And when you begin to feed yourself those things, the insecurities go away. The anger go away. The resentment go away, because there's no room for both. See, the thing is, you need healing, but you don't want to love. You want healing, but you want a reason to be healed. Let me tell you this. Listen, what I'm about to say is sick. What I'm about to say is crazy, and it's very simple. If you want healing, then there's a reason to heal. But if you want healing, and you're looking for a reason to love, which is to heal, because to love is to heal. See, you all didn't know that. You all think love is just for a person. You all start to believe love is for somebody else. Love could hurt me. Love is for healing. If you want healing from your own minds, from your own thoughts, from your own insecurities, your own pain, your own past, if you want healing from your own attitude, your own words, then you know what you do? You begin to love. Because love casts out. Listen. What the Bible say about love? It casts out. What is it, Tony? It casts out what? See, you want to still remain. Here's the thing. You want to still remain angry. You want to still remain insecure. You want to still remain all fearful. You want to still remain just loud, disrespectful. You want to still remain all this low vibrational crap, giving your body away, abusing your body, but you want love too. No, if you have love, love will cast out a whole bunch of crap. So what's the fixture? And you know what? When you carry all those crap, you start seeing yourself so less deserving of it, of love. You start to remove yourself. It's like Adam. When God said, Adam, where art thou? Adam said, I'm not here. He began to refuse love. And don't you all say love? Don't you all say God is love? Ain't that what you all say? God is love, right? So if God is love, that means love is God. So when love said, Adam, where are you? See, when love said, listen, when love said, Kirk, where you at? If Kirk began to hide, Kirk began to judge himself. Kirk is hiding because Kirk began to have all this anger and built up insecurities, and so I began to hide myself because I believe that I don't deserve love. Many of you right now feeling like you don't deserve love because of the shit that you're carrying, because you ate of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and you begin to believe. So when love is calling you, right? Listen, when love begins to see, listen, man, you're getting me confused in this car. When love begins to call you, I don't know, I'm trying to love myself. No, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. It's time to surrender. Surrender. And you don't got to work so hard. Let love do it. See, you're trying to work hard. You're trying to do God's work. You're trying to do God's work. Stop trying to listen. Let your desires be known. Let your desires be known. But there's something out there that does it. All you have to do is to allow your desires to be known. And when your desires are known, let the universe, let God, let love do what it does. You're trying to do his job. I'm trying to fix this. Stop trying to sit your ass down. Sit down. Just sit and shut your mouth. Just sit down and shut your damn mouth. What are you trying to fix? There's nothing to be fixed. The problem is when you're carrying anger, resentment, fear, doubt, and all that stuff, you begin to be blind. So you stop seeing yourself as a light because the darkness is whooping your ass. The darkness is covering you up. You can't see the light that you are because you are covered in darkness. It's like a seed, right? It's like a seed. You're buried in the ground, but the seed knows who it is. The seed knows. The seed knows what it is. The seed knows what it is. So it began to grow. It began to say, yes, this darkness is beautiful. Oh, I needed this darkness. You know what I'm saying? Empress, I can't stay long. The seed knows that all it could do is grow. See, the thing is, when you are covered with this dirt, anger, listen, to recognize love is to recognize anger first. To know love is to know anger. To know love is to know insecurities. To know love is to know sacrifice. To know love is to know loss. To know love is to know unforgiveness. To know love is that's the dirt that's burying you. Those are the dirt that's burying you, but you don't realize who you are. You don't know. You forgot who you are. Somewhere along the line, you mess with somebody, some little dude or some girl mess your mind up, and they told you that you weren't good enough. They made you forget. Stop trying to do so much work. You are doing too much. Work will confuse you into thinking that there's something that you gotta do. All you got to do is stand still. That's why God said, stand still. What is it? Be still. Just you're doing too much. Just relax. Let your desire know. Let your desires be known, then stand still. You trust me? Listen, when you plant a seed, you ain't got to do shit else. The earth does the rest. It's not you. You ain't doing nothing else. Ain't like you out there. Listen, a farmer plants a seed and he knows there's power in the earth. Man, you're tripping. When a planter plants the seed, he knows this earth come with his own fertilizer, own water, His own power. See, when the farmer plants his seed, his faith is not in the seed, but in the earth. Come on now, somebody say amen. Somebody say amen. Somebody say amen. If you all don't give me an amen, I'm stopping this live. I'm gonna cuss all y'all out. When a farmer plants his seed, his faith is in the earth. Because he knows right there is fertile earth. Right there, the soil is just, whatever I plant will grow. It's not the seed itself, it's the earth. It's the environment. It's the surrounding. Because he ain't got to do nothing at all. He ain't got to do much. He got to keep his environment clean. He got to keep his environment where the crops are growing. He got to keep it clean. All the weeds he's putting up, make sure the land is good. Make sure he has enough water. The earth does the rest. Listen, let your desires be known. You ain't got to do much work. You ain't got to do much. You're doing too much. That's why it's not being done. You're doing too much. That's why you can't love yourself, because you are trying to do something. To love yourself is to do nothing. To love yourself is to do nothing, because you understand. You know that love was initial. You didn't have to do anything for it. But you are so covered up. It's hard to love. Some of you are rejecting love every day. And the only love that you can reject is yours. Because you can't reject my love. You can't reject their love. You can only reject your love. Because even if I love you, you can't experience my love anyways. Even if I love you, you can't experience it if you don't experience yours. See, to recognize yours is to recognize mine. To recognize my love. If I recognize your love, I must recognize mine first. Because no matter, if I don't recognize mine, no matter what you do, I still don't get it. I don't want it. What are you doing this for? Why are you here? But I love you. No, you don't. You're lying. You will never see it. Because you begin to feel undeserving. You begin to feel like I'm not good enough. When God called Adam, where are you? And Adam bit of that damn fruit of knowledge of good and evil. Some of you all bit of that knowledge of you're not good enough. That knowledge about you're going to surely die. So you have all this fear. This knowledge, somebody bit you. Somebody gave you a damn fruit to eat. Some serpent give you a fruit to eat. And told you will never be good again. You will never be good without me. You are too fat. You're too lazy. And you bit on that fruit. And when you bit on that fruit, when God said, hey, come my child, he said, no, I'm not your child anymore. When God said, come my child, when God is love must be God. If 2 + 1 is 3, then 1 + 2 must be 3. Therefore, if God is love must be God. So when love comes to you in your own heart, you reject it. I'm not good enough. I did this yesterday. I did this last week. I allow him to use me. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I don't have a good job yet. I don't have the love that I want. I can't find love outside. I'm not smart enough. I'm not educated enough. This is just not for me. Because my body don't feel good enough. Because my knees hurt. Because my head is a headache. You finding all reasons to stay covered up. You finding reasons to stay covered up. Stop doing that. It's time. If you don't love yourself where you're at, you can't heal yourself where you're at neither. Because for some reason, those two work together. I look at my children, man. I look at my children. And my children don't get sick. Every day they're in school. They don't get sick. They're little kids. COVID don't mess with them. Colds, nothing. And the children. You know why them things don't mess with them? Because I give them my love intentionally. I hug my kids. Hey, come here. And I transfer love frequency. It's not about transferring all this. I transfer love. Love is the healing energy. Love is actually the healing power. That's what we love. That's what love really is. Love drives out all fear, because fear is what brings in diseases. See, fear will lower your frequency. And when fear lowers your frequency, you're open to every damn low vibrational crap. Sicknesses, anger, resentment. Hey, you find reason to have all them stuff and you feel it's perfectly fine. It's normal. Oh, what is, how do you get over somebody? By loving them. How do you get over being angry with somebody? By loving them. Kirk, I have a question. What's your question? How do I forgive somebody? By loving them. That's not the answer that you want to hear. That ain't the answer that you want to hear. Because it's too simple. It just hits you too hard. Wait, what now? By loving them. But how you mean? I used to love them, then keep loving them. Well, how? But Kirk, seriously, how do I let go of my resentment? By loving. What now? Okay, so how do I release my fear of relationships? By loving. By loving. Just how do you let go of the fear of bungee jumping? By doing it. By doing it. You all gotta stop this foolishness. You all gotta stop this crap. You all gotta stop this insecurities. You all gotta stop this nonsense. Some social media. Listen, let's start this today. Can we do this today? Let's stop joining in those conversations. Let's stop joining in those conversations that make you feel like it's normal not to love. Because when you are around those environments, you begin to suck them knowledge in. You begin to eat of the fruit of knowledge of good and evil, and you begin to digest those fruits, and they begin to grow seeds in your head, and you begin to start believing it. You begin to hide from God, from love. Listen, I'm telling you all, we need to start today. Start today by not entertaining all those garbage that you listen to on social media. It sounds good to boy. It sounds so good. It be addictive to hear a woman's bash men. Oh, you men is shit. You men are garbage. And it's so, listen, it is so addictive to hear a man talk about women. Your black woman ain't doing this. And you listen and you feed it and you feed it and you just hear and you're listening. Stop. Let's talk about love. Let's remind each other, love. All you need is love. How do you fix somebody? Love. Because you can't fix them. You can love them. How do you fix yourself? Love. How do you forgive? By loving them. How do you stop being angry at your grandfather? By loving him. How do you begin to stop being angry at your baby mama, at your ex-husband? By loving them. It's something that love does that outdo everything else. You are gonna stop. It's time to stop. Love is not scary. Love, the only thing that love does is allow you to experience this great feeling within you. It's something about when you are in love with life. You think it's the